I need your help. I have a question for you. True or false? Monster is peak anime. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. I mean, obviously, there's no right or wrong answer, but for me, I absolutely love it. We're watching it 4 days a week on Patreon. I can't get enough of the story. We'll talk about that later on, but finally, I get to do a music analysis video of the opening piece of music because it is so good. I've wanted to do this video for a while. All right, I'm very excited. Let's go. This is Grain by Naoki Urasawa. Here we go. Beautiful. But this groove, that guitar line versus that snare drum sound. Oh, that's nice. Seriously, the tom work on the kit versus that melody. Perfect. Now some cool variation coming. The development. The soundscape gets so much more thick. Come on, man. That is a beautiful piece of music. At this point, I've listened to a lot of anime openings. I mean, obviously, that's the main content of this channel. And we've done so many like deep dive listenings. This is easily one of my favorites. And the cool part, I'm only 20 episodes in. I think there's like 74 is the total episode count. So every reaction, I'm always talking about how much I love the opening. So the point is, it's going to be really fun to continue to listen to. Let's go back and listen to it a second time, just so we get more out of it than just a simple passive listening, so we can appreciate what's going on musically. Gorgeous. And then a little static on the end of that. I mean, okay, that feels like cathedral, like a choir setting, which makes sense. I mean, I'm only 20 episodes in, but a lot of German countrysides, a lot of European cities. What do you have? A lot of cathedrals. So I feel like it's a great introduction with how the storytelling is going. Maybe that's right. Maybe that's wrong. That's just where I'm at. But more importantly, what's going on musically? If you listen to the tones, the voices start in the lower dynamic and we spread, the contour spreads way out. We get a lot of resonance up in the higher voices and it just needs to go somewhere. And then it drops into this groove. So it's really cool. And I like the little static effect we get on the end of it just because I wasn't really expecting that at all because it's not that traditional. So second time, listen to the choir parts and then we'll go into the groove. Taller, resonant, static. Bassline is killer. Here comes melody. All right, why is that so good? Because it's so simple. You drop into the bass player going, ooh, woo, woo, woo. That's it. Ooh, woo, woo, woo. Listen to the snare drum. Okay, well, listen to it all, but let's just talk about it. The quality of it's a light punch, but it's the quality in the snare drum. I love it so much. And then all that's left is that little distorted guitar line. That's it. It's 4 bars of that, but it kind of sets the tone for everything that's to come. Wow. It's so great. But then, beautiful melody here. Drums feel a little bit less. Everything else the same. Flow over the bar line. Okay, hold on. Let's stop right here. Let's talk about how effective that melody starts at 20 seconds. We're only 20 seconds in. A couple of things have happened. Choir introduction, suddenly to like a low end rock groove. And then this magical voice, super, super smooth, very flowy, legato-y. We get this descending arpeggio, ba, 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 but up an octave though. I'm not gonna be able to sing up there, but it's very accessible. Accessible meaning a lot of times I don't use the word easy because sometimes people hear that and they think, oh, you're saying this is easy. That's not the goal at all. That's not what we're trying to say. We're just saying it's very accessible with how it outlines the function of the chord. Bum, 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 bum. Like, that's just a basic arpeggio. But how good and effective is it against that? But then it flows, and then we have the range get, like, her voice is way up there. We're in the stratosphere, and it flows over the bar line, and it just feels really, I don't know, water over rocks. It's just so smooth. Let's let it go on this time. Here's where it keeps and connects. Same breath. That's in the stratosphere. All right, next segment coming up. Here we go. Similar, but with harmony. Well, a little bit decorative. But right here. What was that? That was about 5 seconds long of this little bridge to take us from where we were to get a little darker now, which obviously matches the story. Even the imagery in the screen kind of matches where we're going. But remember, when I do these, I'm looking with my ears because we're just listening down. The whole goal is to listen down here, so next time you watch these or listen to them, you have a little bit, deeper musical understanding. Now, let's go about to the 49-second mark here and just listen to this grouping of 5 seconds. All we do, super effective. You pull the bass player away, the bottom drops out. It's like a palette. It's not quite a palette reset, but it's an attention getter because immediately the feel of the groove is like, whoa, it's a little bit naked because drum and bass together. Remember, the drummer is the drummer, but the bass player is the tonal drummer. And when those lock in, you just have this groove. We got ooh, boom, 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 space, space, ooh, 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 ooh. Something that's gone. And then we get this like tearing sound. It's a little bit trebly, and it just kind of bleeds. We can use that musically speaking. The tones kind of bleed, which also tends to match what's on the screen there. And there's a lot of bleeding in this anime as well as we connect and push to the next section. So we can draw the parallels if we want because we have context bias. I tend to do that when I've actually seen parts of the show. Obviously, if I've never seen anything, then I try to keep that out. But musically, it works really well here. Let's keep going. Yeah, man. Listen how the strings affect everything. Oh, it's such a short piece of music, but it's so good. We're going to go back to 55 seconds here because this is really cool. You get some familiar material from the beginning, those choir moments. It comes in. The strings start to sneak in. It tonally works, but there's moments where it almost feels like a handshake, but then it's a little bit combative where it feels a little dissonant, but then it resolves again to the end. And for me, that is in tune 100% with the anime, and musically, it's really fun to listen to. So here it is. Familiar moments with the choir. Strings sneak in. Ba, 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 ba. And then resolve. There it is. I can't say enough positive things about this. So anyway, that's my take on it. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. My name is DrumRollTony. Come watch some anime with me. You can find a link to the Patreon and a link down below. We have a great community. We're just missing one thing. That one thing is you. Please and thank you. Click the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the next video. I appreciate you being here. YouTube thinks you want to watch one of these two videos next. Have a great day. Take it easy. Bye-bye.